Greetings and welcome to another Pokemon Sword and Shield video. Now my last Sword and Shield video was on GMAX Eevee. The video before that was on GMAX Pikachu. This video will be on GMAX Meowth, which completes the event GMAX trifecta since all three of them were available for 1 week and when one ended, the other began. Meowth is the last of the trio to get its event. As with GMAX Pikachu and Eevee before it, GMAX Meowth could only be obtained through a special method. Though in GMAX Pikachu and Eevee's case, the method was having saved data from the corresponding Let's Go game. In Meowth's case, you only needed to own Pokemon Sword and Shield before January 15th, 2020. GMAX Meowth was available through a mystery gift until that date. This means that GMAX Meowth was easier to get, and thus harder to miss. Still, for anyone that could not get GMAX Meowth during its promotional period, then this event is their chance to do so. I already had a GMAX Meowth, but I still took advantage of this event. So the GMAX Meowth you can find can have their hitting ability, just like Pikachu and Eevee, but the most important thing this event provides is the chance to catch a shiny GMAX Meowth, since the one from the mystery gift was shiny locked. And like with GMAX Pikachu and Eevee before that, I was able to catch one, so ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Shiny Gigantamax Meowth. And the trusty repeat ball came in handy once again. Now, for whatever reason, I found that the Meowth I encountered were harder to catch than Pikachu and Eevee. I was using repeat balls as usual, but the Meowth were just not being caught, so I was afraid that I would encounter a shiny one and I would fail to catch it. Thankfully, this was not the case. I also had a tougher time finding one because random raids for Meowth were much more scarce when compared to Pikachu and Eevee, which I guess is because more people had Meowth already. Still, I was able to find a shiny one, and it's funny that I knew it was shiny before I even saw it, because it was a 3-star raid, and yet the host had a Dawn Wings Necrozma, meaning that it is likely they are an experienced player, so why would they host a 3-star raid? So I figured it had to be shiny, and it was. So, I started the process of maxing my Meowth for serious battles like I do with every shiny Pokemon I get, which includes GMAX Pikachu and Eevee. Since it was a 3-star raid, the shiny Meowth I got only had 3 perfect IVs, which meant that I had to hyper train the rest. My shiny Meowth has Technician as its ability, which is one of its normal abilities, but it works the best for using Meowth itself in battle since it powers up weaker moves. Now, as far as build goes, I ended up trying 2 different ones because I had a hard time making Meowth work. Meowth's base stats are terrible. In fact, Meowth actually has worse stats than even Eevee and Pikachu. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the stats of the 3 of them. Meowth has the lowest base stat total. Now, Meowth's base speed of 90 is great and the same as Pikachu, but Meowth does not have the offensive power to put such great speed to good use, like Pikachu does. And not just because his offensive stats are lower, but also because the Light Ball makes Pikachu very powerful offensively. Eevee is not as fast, but is much bulkier than Meowth, since his HP, defense, and special defense are higher. Eevee also has higher offensive stats. Pikachu does have lower HP than Meowth, surprisingly, but Pikachu has higher defenses, so it balances out to be as frail as Meowth or perhaps a little more resilient. It does not matter much though because Pikachu can use its speed and power to hit the opponent first and leave a dent on it, assuming it doesn't outright just knock it out with one hit. So making Meowth work was tough. I tried a pure sweeper build with Life Orb, maxed attack and speed with an adamant nature. I also used Fake Out, which gains more power due to Technician, to hit first and make the opponent flinch for a free damage turn. And it did not really work. Fake Out would hit and flinch the opponent, yes, but the problem was Meowth was just lacking power. If Meowth could outspeed the opponent, then it could hit them first, but Meowth was just not strong enough, even with Life Orb, to knock out the opponent in one hit, so the opponent would just knock out Meowth in one hit, even if Meowth was Gigantamaxed. If the opponent was faster, then Meowth would just get knocked out without doing anything. Meowth is just too frail, especially with the Live Orb decreasing its already paltry HP. So, I used berries to reset its stats and I opted for a bruiser build like I did with Eevee. I maxed HP, I maxed special attack instead of attack. Meowth's special attack is lower than its attack, but I wanted to use Nasty Plot since it was a bigger boost than Workup. I could also use Swift as the stab move of choice since it was boosted by Technician. I put the remaining stats into defense and I gave Meowth leftovers. The strategy was the same as with Eevee. Set up taking advantage of maxed HP and leftovers, then GMAX to hit the opponent hard. While this approach did work better, it was still not good. Meowth was able to defeat Pokemon like Leon's Aegislash, but it could not sweep like Eevee did. Meowth still lacked power, even after I swapped the leftovers for Live Orb and even after a nasty plot boost. Even with maxed HP, Meowth was unable to take hits. It would still get wrecked in one hit by pretty much everything. Eevee worked like this because of its higher bulk and its base attack being higher than Meowth's special attack. Also, Eevee's ability, adaptability, provided more power than Technician does. There was more I could have tried, like teaching Meowth Last Resort so that I could use the strongest Gmax Gold Rush possible, or maxing one of the defenses as well instead of special attack for more resilience, but I did not want to waste more resources on Meowth. I was still able to showcase Meowth, and that is the goal. So, that is GMAX Meowth. That completes this trio of shiny GMAX Pokemon, and it was fun to hunt them down and to experiment with potential builds. But that's the video. As always, leave your own thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and would like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I love Pokemon and I love making videos on both the anime and the games. Also, please consider clicking the links on screen so that you can check out Shiny Gigantamax Pikachu and Shiny Gigantamax Eevee, as well as other Sword and Shield Shiny Pokemon related videos. Thank you very much for watching, and let's meet again in the next video.
Pikachu!